Check 1 2 1 7 9er. Check 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 check.
Yes, we got all checked.
The idea will be they talk, interview, stand up, headset up, and hand in the check. Hey.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
1 2 3. 1 2 3.
4. 5. 6. Man, what an awesome night. That was awesome.
My feet
What a
hurt.
crowd.
My feet hurt.
What a crowd. Man, what a show.
What's a typical event here when you have a dirt race draw?
Oh, I mean, am I working? Can you hear me? I don't know what the typical head count is. I really don't know because I don't really ask
You've
that
never
stuff.
really worried about it.
I run the back of house. Joe runs the front of house. We'd have to get Joe up here to know that, but
That's okay.
it sure looked like a lot
No,
of
no,
people.
it just
There was a ton of people.
Yeah,
I was happy. I was happy to see that.
Infield was packed.
Yep.
Grandstand was really full.
The Raider tent was rocking.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, no, it was awesome. I was really impressed. So the crowd was amazing. Show went off without a hitch. Really excited. Yeah, it does sound really low.
Yeah.
It's not quite what it was. Check, check, check.
Check, 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 check,
There you-
check, check,
That's
check.
better.
There we go. We're
There you go.
getting
Now,
some-
now you
now
can hear
we're
us.
cooking.
Getting some
That's probably a
smoke.
little better.
Getting some smoke.
So Rob, wow, kicked their butts again. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All the work that you put in and everybody associated with you and all the sponsors is unbelievable for this opportunity. That's what I keep saying. I just can't believe this day ever came.
And you were kind of late to get in on this. At first, you weren't quite 100% sure on this deal. Let's be honest.
No, that's true. I don't know. I thought we spent enough money. There's no sense of paying an entry fee like that. And then I guess Tanya and I discussed it, and we thought, you know what?
So now looking back at it, how do you feel?
We feel good, but we just thought we don't get this opportunity. We better be part of it.
Yeah.
So what can you tell a guy maybe that's watching that for a future possible event that was maybe hesitant?
Better sign up.
Well, you can't win it if you're not here.
That's
the
right.
First thing
Got to be in it
about.
to win it.
And I told Rob just a minute ago, he said, you know, he hopes that this stays exactly as it is because there's no doubt he's on a combination that's working. But I told him he might win every hook the rest of the season and not win 50 grand. So
I can guarantee that.
That's a pretty awesome deal. So congratulations to you and Tanya, the whole team. Pretty awesome night for sure. And whatever you stumbled on, you make some really good notes.
Well, like I said, we started at the Enderley pull-off last year with these shocks and springs, and we struggled. And I even run it at the farm show. I wasn't giving up, and we're closer.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with you. So obviously there's a whole group of folks you want to thank. You've already got able to do that at the grandstand side, but for the folks that are here, and like Dan and I who didn't get to hear your interview, we'll let you do that as well.
Well, Randy Kleikamp is a big help with the chassis, and we fight and argue like brothers, and neither one of us want to be wrong, but we're getting closer with this thing. And of course, Simpico, they've been with me for a long time. Simplot Grower Solutions, they stepped up last year and helped us out. Sonny's been a big part. We made some engine changes this year, and that's working. Precision Fleet Image, they got me started painting our trucks and gave us the first pickup when we started in 1990.
So Rob, tell us about the track tonight.
Well, it was as good as Thursday night, and Friday night looked good. I wasn't out there, but I don't know. It is a really good track. Yep.
So pretty consistent all the way through then?
It was. I think it was consistent from one side to the other. It was very good. Very good.
Can't ask for anything better than that.
No.
Great job.
Well, Rob, without further ado, I guess.
Represent you with a big check.
Yes.
There you go. And ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a nice round of applause. Your first winner of $50,000 tonight in the four-wheel drive class, Mr. Rob Foster, coming out of the state of Michigan, driving the Simply Red Chevrolet. Got to take that to the bank. We need to have proof. Tanya's got to take a picture when you walk into the
To
bank.
a big
with that.
bank.
To
Big
a
bank.
big
Yeah,
bank.
Yeah, I got it. It clicked.
Jason, Dan finally gets the joke about the big bank.
Yeah,
He's,
it's that New York thing, you know.
now we gotta go to the 4-1s.
4-1.
Anyone know?
4-1.
Anyone remember who won that class?
He's on his
Oh,
way
yeah,
already.
he's rolling
he
already.
knows.
He's rolling.
On his way already.
He said he's already got most of that spent already.
I think he wore out that path down there at the end of the track, back and forth, back and by the fire truck over there.
Yeah, he definitely did.
We were watching him.
I will
there with
say
him.
this. We got some awesome footage, but I am certain that this gentleman wanted nothing more than that camera to go away that last 3 or 4 tractors so that he could just stand there in his own and be left alone. But the camera was right there in your face the whole time.
Yeah, like every move.
I'll speak for you, Dean, when I tell you I was watching your every move the whole time.
I even told him to go away, and he said it's good for the sport.
Well, at the end, it was really awesome content, so
Yes.
kudos
Yeah.
on that. But
It is.
for your sake, to see the raw emotion and to see how you both felt to win that, it's pretty fantastic.
Oh, this event is history, and the Simons get the credit for that. So.
Well,
Yeah,
hey, let's give the Simons a nice round of applause. Everybody here. Without that vision, wouldn't have happened.
Let's do it again. You think?
Yeah,
I'd say
hell, 100,000 next year.
Oh, of course the winner wants to go for 100. You know. I just got 2 top 10s. I'm not looking to pay more. I'm just the donation guy.
Oh, hell.
Hey, you did awesome. I walked up to you, I seen you down there. I knew what was going on. I said, I ain't saying a word. You're like, you didn't even talk back to me. I was like, oh, I'll just walk away for a minute.
I couldn't talk.
Then I cracked a few jokes with
Yeah,
you.
you did. You lightened the mood, and thank you for being such a friend for that, and your brother, and your wives, and the whole Simon family, and the sponsors.
Yeah, I got to go, Dean, a little over a year ago when I purchased that semi, and him and Beth and all of us, we became real close friends, and that's kind of how the 4-1 class honestly got in here, because I usually pay attention to classes I run, and this past year, I helped kind of watch Dean if he was there, and we went polling in Osceola and a few other places where I had the semi, and he'd help me, and I'd help him, and kind of started watching that class, and I said, this is very underestimated and talked about, this class. And when I said I was thinking about doing this, I wanted to add this class. I said, Dean, do you think we can get 50 tractors? And you said, yeah, when do you want me to start calling people? And just like that, it was on.
Yeah, I mean, between all the organizations in the country, there's 200-300 limited pros, and they all run tough.
But all you limited pros guys got to thank this guy for being here, because he was a huge part of getting it going, and I thank you. And
Is that going to be the next class you're in? Is that what you were telling us as well? You're going to have a 4-1?
There's going to be a 4-1 here in Dubuque County? No?
No.
He's
No.
shaking his
Okay,
head
no.
at me.
It's not on sale tonight.
It's not.
Yeah, that's a $50,000 winner right now, yeah.
So any plans on doing anything different maybe in the future? That you
Oh boy, he's caught me here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
We do have some plans.
Uh-oh.
This might help pay for some of it.
Are we moving up?
We're gonna at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to get one kid through college, and
Maybe,
Are we moving up to a big pro or a 5-0?
depends how many more 50,000
Actually,
wins.
let me just go ahead. Are we moving up to a big pro or
Got to
a 5-0?
ask Mom, yeah.
ask the boss.
Keep winning like this.
Well, it's
Yeah.
going to be a big pro.
Oh, jeepers.
Uh-oh.
She likes her company. How's that sound?
She's
Okay.
Fair enough.
she's tired of not having enough ice with her. She wants to buy more ice. She misses the semi days.
Uh,
Fair
Well,
enough.
Dean, without further ado, great friend of mine. Congratulations. I know I told you before, but this is awesome. And to give you this check means a lot to me, and about our friendship and everything. And I'm so happy for you and proud of you. You've worked your tail off. I don't know if there's anyone more that works harder. I mean, you work your tail off on pulling. You think about it a lot. I know you think about end dumps a lot and hauling aggregates and all that stuff, but trucking. But
we do.
But you also think a lot about pulling, because anytime I got a question on the semi or anything, I call you and you're like, well, I don't know. and you always got a good plan for me, and
Yeah.
I know you're always thinking about it, and yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I live and die pulling, and that's all I think of. And before I forget, I do got to thank Carlton Cope, Jim and Steve at Weimers, Parks, Chad Mayhill, Robbie Limke, that's his motor, and Mac Trailer Crew, and last and least, the Simons. And one people I want to not forget is Pico's always up there giving us awards, and that's pretty cool.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Well, Dean.
All right, here we go. Big check time.
Pull your headset off there, Dean. Get ready. Here we go. And let's give him a nice round of applause. Your $50,000 winner from the 4-1 Limited Pro Stock Tractor class, Mr. Dean Key. And same rule holds true for you. You got to take the check to
awesome
a big
job,
bank.
Dean. Awesome.
Should be Miss Abby coming our way next here, right?
Yes.
Abby.
Big money Abby.
She's going to stall because she doesn't like cameras and microphones.
She'll be all right.
Yep, she'll be all right.
She's not.
Yeah, she's trying to see if Bill will come up here, and Bill didn't win. She did. So
Yeah.
just shake her head no.
Bill was just in charge of set. Bill, what were you in charge of? Setup?
That's all right.
Well, you don't have to, but I mean, it helps out with the show. Abby,
There you go.
you pumped?
Yeah, I'm excited.
So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with this 50,000? You going to Disneyland or anything?
Oh, it's not going to me.
Oh, okay.
We have some pistons on the ground, so I think
Yeah,
it's going to go back in the
I
motor.
figured you heard it there at the end. Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
When she clunked out like she did. Yeah. That.
Yeah, I didn't pull the throttle back. It shut off.
What'd Bill say? It was made to go 350, and it.
Yeah, he told
Yeah.
Shannon it needed to
Well,
go 350, and it only.
Yeah,
That's what it was.
yeah. We told Shannon. Shannon always says all or nothing, and we put it all out there tonight. So.
Well, yeah,
there's
it's
no
pretty
question.
awesome. You got a great crew, and you guys worked really hard, and it's pretty amazing to come here and do this. It seems like usually it's the Bobcat tractor you're on that's always kicking everyone's butt, but this new tractor you brought out, I think maybe you're a little more at home on this one.
If you asked me yesterday, I wouldn't have said the same, but today I believe.
Now it's your
I
favorite.
wouldn't have bet money on this tractor to make it in nor be here in this position, but I'm very thankful for it.
I'll pose this question at you. Obviously, you won 10,000 a couple different occasions, but did you think at any point you'd ever roll in somewhere and win a $50,000 tractor pull?
No, but thank you to RJ for this opportunity.
Yeah, pretty awesome deal, no question. But I told your dad, I'll just keep saying this over and over. I'll be redundant, but I don't think you should drive at any of the regular events, just the ones that
just
have
the
the big
ones.
purse.
Yep, the big money ones.
I guess we get lucky every once in a while.
I don't know if that's luck anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. After 3 of them, I think the luck part starts.
Yeah, it's outside
Well,
of the
we're
game.
at 3,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
here we go.
That's right, well.
We'll find out after this.
Yeah, moving forward.
Yes.
Very impressive. You guys did a great job. Who
Thank
you
you.
got to thank that got you here, Abby?
All those people sitting at that table. Shannon's not here. Jed's not here. All the guys work on it. I just get to be the dummy in the
You're
seat.
thinking
so.
Adam?
Oh, I guess so too. Shoot. Everyone had a dirt slinger shirt besides Bob. No, the guys wrench on it, and I just get to be the lucky one to sit in the seat because I'm light. So I'll take the opportunity, but really it all is to them, not me.
Well, congratulations. What an
Yes.
awesome deal.
Thank
Another
you.
big win.
Thank you.
Let's
We're
give her a
gonna present
nice
you with
round
your
of
big check,
applause.
folks. Give her a nice round of applause. $50,000 winner for our mini division, and that's pretty awesome.
Can I take this off?
You can take it off. Got to lower it just
Yeah,
a
we're
little
gonna have
bit,
to lower
RJ,
the
'cause
check a little
she's
bit here.
not tall
Yeah.
enough.
She could stand on a chair. There we go. Yeah, stand on the chair.
Eric Stacy, you're the next fella to come join us here. Yeah, take that to the bank. I need proof that you took it.
The big bank.
Abby Leichner.
Big winner. Again.
Diesel forward drive.
Diesel, yeah, he's coming up.
He's
Eric's-
already here with
yeah,
us. We
he's
called
already
him.
on his way. Get them all.
Pretty good patrons of your bar. We've been in here every night for like the whole time.
Yeah, had a great time.
Yeah, they said you're a regular.
closing it down the last couple nights.
They said you're a regular now. They just know your name, and they're like,
they all know us by name.
Yep.
So Eric, earlier you told us about having one of the best runs of your life. You talked about a run earlier a couple years back, but you felt this one had to be right up on top.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. You just kind of have that feel. You know what I mean? Like you just know, like, all right, this one's going to be hard to beat. And if somebody beats that, I'm going right up to them, shaking their hand because they did something, really good. And we made some adjustments from last night, just little small things like, some different tire pressure, gearing, stuff like that. Nothing wholesale because we were third last night. And I'm like, we don't want to change the whole game plan here.
I see you doing some good adjustments out there. I see you on the concrete with a tape measure.
Yeah, maybe. we don't get too many places where it has a nice pad like that we can check stuff. You know what I mean? But this facility is second to none, so thought we might as well take advantage of it while we had it there. I told Dave, I said, hey, let's roll back here on that pad back there and just make sure we're good. And our four-wheel drive trucks, they're very sensitive to the front end and stuff like that. And the front springs and shocks and stuff like that's just so. I'm very OCD about that stuff. I've got a spot in my shop. It's parked in the exact same spot every weekend. Measure everything, check everything, scale it. I mean, I'm just weird about certain things, and it's just, it served me well, and I just keep doing it.
Well, you said when you walked past us that this is the best week of your life. So
100%.
Honestly, winning $50,000 is a neat achievement, and that's a pretty cool deal. But tomorrow, or actually today officially, we get to wish you a happy Father's Day.
Yes.
First one.
Which is pretty awesome. So congratulations on your welcoming a brand new baby girl. Congrats to you and Lily. And obviously, so awesome to get to take this next step, and hopefully we'll have another little driver coming down the road.
I tell you what, I've never had blood pressure problems in my life, but since last Wednesday till now, it's probably been pretty elevated.
The stress level, has gone.
My stress has just been crazy. Like, I'm 43. I'm kind of a late bloomer, bringing a child into the game or whatever, but I've never experienced anything like that in my life, and it literally will change me forever. Like, I've already in just 1 week, look at things so much differently. It's amazing. It really is. I didn't want to even leave, to come out here, but I promised RJ. He was very welcoming with the situation. I had a phone conversation with him, and he said, hey, whatever you got to do, if you can't make it, you get your truck out here, whatever happens, we'll fly you out.
I think I offered to drive it.
I don't care. Whatever, And, when this all came about, it was kind of weird because I think this guy here and Chris Kuslik, Craig Dickey, Don Gillette, some of them guys was maybe having a little too much fun at the banquet, and this is how it all bloomed out. I wasn't even there.
Yeah, I think basically they twisted my arm.
They did.
Basically, maybe
very thankful that you decided to invite us here because we got a really good group of people that we pull with. Like everybody in our class is very, we're a young class, but I feel like we try to be as professional as we can be. Everybody's got nice stuff, very presentable, and available for whoever wants to talk to them and stuff like that. And I'm very proud to have been there from the beginning of this, and to be able to, be a part of it. You know what I mean? And
to show the type of people you pull with, like Craig and Chris, they brought down a drag just to use on the track.
100%.
And then I was like, they're ready to leave, and I was like, oh, we gotta load that drag. And they're like, no, it's good.
Oh,
I will pick it up if we need it.
Them are some of the hardest working guys I've ever seen.
Awesome guys.
Awesome
good
guys.
People.
All of them
Very
all awesome. You know what I mean? And we had a good weekend. Half the class kind of struggled last night. It was kind of. We're getting there, you know what I mean? Like this track really caught some people off guard. It's good. I mean, we pulled here 4 or 5 years ago.
2020.
Yeah, totally different. Like one of the best ones I've pulled on. I mean, I can count 5 really good tracks in my whole career, and this is one of them. Like and it didn't change. It really didn't. Like it didn't matter. Like where we really run. Like it's like, well, where we're going to run. It's not that much different from one side to the other, So.
No, that was a hard thing.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, I don't really know where to change it to because it all looks the same.
Nope. And it wasn't an advantage for the test hook, and the last place guy had the same advantage. I felt like it didn't change, So.
And really, that's all you can hope for.
Oh yeah.
When you go out on track
that's
like
what
that.
you want. Yeah.
Yep.
You don't want that. You don't want that draw to be the dictator of what happens. You know what I mean? And it happens a lot through the season. It really does. But just you guys have been great to do this. I mean, this really will change everything. I think. Yep. Hopefully you can do it multiple times.
Let's hope. I mean, I'm ready for it. It's been a lot. I need to take a week probably and process it all. But after that, I think it will be right back into the planning stages because it was pretty awesome. And I've had nothing but positive feedback. But you got to thank anyone that got you here.
Yeah, everybody. First of all, my wife, Lily, my baby girl, Ellington. She's a week old. My wife sent a picture of her last night. She was in her little smoking onesie at home watching on TV, which is awesome.
Yep.
My first Father's Day today, I guess.
Yep.
Shy Diesel, Sandridge Customs for the chassis, Profab machine, Nichols Tire, Hazley machine, my crew, Dave Price, Ronnie Price, with me every weekend throughout the year. And if it's not, he's active duty military, so he gets a free pass to miss whenever he wants if he has to work. He's serving our country. Respect him.
That's
more
awesome.
than anything.
Awesome.
I really want to thank all the competitors in our class because our class is so gracious. I mean, everybody come up to me at some point tonight, and it's like that throughout the whole year. I mean, we have a really good group of people. I really love pulling with our guys, and it's I've been in this class or whatever it is for 25 years, and from the start of it, and it just seems like every year it just gets a little better, and I just hope it stays on that trajectory.
For sure. We almost had a lucky dog hit the top 3 in that class too,
Yes.
which was pretty awesome. So, we had that in the pro stock class. The wild thing will be up here in a little while. We'll get to talk to him, but we had multiple lucky dogs who took full advantage of that. So,
yeah. I mean, everybody's got good equipment. I mean, I just happened to be the one sitting here tonight. Like, it could have been anybody else. It really could have. I mean, just.
Yeah, we were kind of pulling for Nick there, trying to make that top 3. It just the rough day that he had. And
he worked hard all day. He was in the shop.
Yeah.
Great class.
It's hard. I've been there. Trust me, I've been there. It's rough.
But yeah, without further ado, Eric, I'm going to give you congratulations and give you this big
Thank
check.
You, RJ.
Big check.
let's give him a nice round of applause, folks. $50,000 winner for the Superstock Diesel 4x4 truck class. Jared
Awesome
Nelson,
job.
you're next.
Come on up. Rumor has it he had to change his shirt.
He's double fisted.
He's getting there in a hurry tonight, it looks like. Making up for lost time. Is that Beaver's inspiration there?
Whoa, that was a stout one.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Adam's excited. He's got your shirt on.
Uh-oh.
Congratulations, Jared. That was an awesome run, buddy.
Thank you. That was great.
Well,
Just
you're very
awesome.
similar, I think, to what Eric said just a minute ago. You kind of know. And you had a pretty good idea before you made it past about 150 feet that you were on a rail and you were going to go somewhere big.
Everybody knows their trucks, and I swear at 100 foot I felt it squat down like it was going. It was going to go to the front. You just have that feeling, and it luckily it worked out.
That's awesome.
So no, it was good. This whole venue, everything about it. I mean, hats off to you guys. You guys did a hell of a job. This is for this starting as a vision. Like, you guys should be really proud of what you did here. This is cool as shit.
Well, it was a lot undertaking, and I appreciate you believing in me. You were one of the early ones that was right there on board with me and signed up early, so that meant a lot to me. And you're one of the top pullers, Jared. two-wheel drive guys, it's awesome. You know how to do this. It's awesome, and this just proves it. And,
Well, I was starting to wonder. After the other night, I was like, shit, me and Tanner were dragging ass out the back, and we're like, we got to pick up the slack. You know, the rest of the team got in, and we kind of felt the pressure, and we barely snuck in.
I was just worried that the big stick was going to win, and I'm getting tired of that old chassis of mine beating everybody. Like,
I don't like having him behind me.
You ever sell something, and you're like, why did I sell that? It's so stupid.
No, I don't usually sell something. But no, the whole class, that's what after I pulled, like, all right, who's left? I'm like, shit.
Oh, yeah,
Shit.
What did we figure, Miles, at 6 to go?
When he came to run, there were 26 national championships between the final 6
yes,
competitors.
hooks in the class, yeah.
26 national championships.
There's not a slouch in this class. There's not.
As you start to dig through this as well, I think you probably lost your ride in the half past midnight for the rest of your career.
I think so.
So congratulations, Tanner, man. You've got the keys to the vehicle.
I'm fine
for the
with
rest
that,
of
though. I'm fine with that. I get more of it. It's just like when our wives started driving. I get more enjoyment out of watching him drive it than myself.
Just don't grow anymore.
Yeah. He's on a diet. He's fine.
Obviously, there's a whole group of folks here. There's folks in Altamont, Illinois that allow you to be able to sneak away in the middle of your busiest time of the year when Illinois is starting to get back in the field. Who do you want to thank?
Oh, yeah, everybody back home. I mean, we knew when this poll the date was, we're like, crap, it's going to be hard for us to get away. And we thought we got enough rain, we was going to be able to slip away, no worries. And honestly, the last 3 days have been hell for my guys, and they've done a hell of a job keeping up with everything. And Jordan helps out everywhere. Beaver, I mean, the whole crew. But we got here, and like I said, being the big team we are, I mean, that just helps more than you know. But back home, I mean, John Card, I mean, hats off to him for everything he's put into us. And I'm sure we wasn't his biggest fan last year. I mean, because we broke a lot, and he always looked like the bad guy, even though it wasn't his fault. So this has got to feel good for him to see us, succeed a little bit and maybe have some good luck for a change, because we tore up a lot of shit last year. If you didn't realize that.
Yeah, I remember.
Especially at Hillsboro.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, John Card, I mean, Chad Mayhill with our tires. I mean, hats off to him for what he does and what he gives back to the sport. SSI blowers, I mean, it's a whole group, but I mean, our team especially, everybody here that helps us in every way. I mean, like I said earlier, I was the last of our group. I had everything at my disposal. I just needed to make it happen.
Yeah, I've had multiple people tell me that was a real big problem for everybody else when they figured out that Jared was the fourth of the midnight trucks. So
we always have a running joke like, all right, who's the guinea pig tonight? Tonight it was Jeremy. Of course, it looked like it was going to hold on. Like he made a hell of a shot. He made a hell of a shot.
Yeah.
But then it was like, shit, I don't really want to beat him. But then after he got beaten, it's like, all right, now it's game on.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, RJ, what do you say? You give him a big check.
Well, yeah.
Folks, give him a nice round of applause. Altamont, Illinois' Jared Nelson. He's your $50,000 two-wheel drive winner. Esden Limke, he's already on his way. That's my guy coming.
There he comes.
He's talking about the big check.
All right.
Oh, here, Robbie.
Dad's coming in here.
I'll just step away.
Oh.
It's kind of hot. I hear better this way. All right. I'll help.
Hey, guys, gosh, dang it, you did it.
Yellow small block that could.
The old small block that could. Congratulations, guys.
Thank
really
you,
happy
guys.
for you guys.
Thank
Laid down a hell of a pass.
Pushing a rope uphill.
Pushing a rope uphill.
I kind of didn't think it was going to stick, but she stuck.
You did good. You drove it awesome.
Thank you.
You figured it out. Did
Thank
well.
you, guys. It's a hell of a pull. Yeah, hell of a pull. The best track I've ever pulled on.
You guys did great.
Yeah, I was going to say, tell us about that track here tonight. It seemed a little bit tricky for, we've seen a little bit further.
Us.
Yeah, well, not for you guys, but, the rest of the class there seemed to, looking for different places. And Early hook there?
It was better having an early hook, that's for sure. I think so.
Yeah, you guys did great. I mean, it was just a beautiful pass. Tracker ran flawless. I'm sure you put a lot of work into that thing. And
We've been working all week on her. Oh, yeah, we've been working all week on her.
No, we didn't do shit.
working on Link's tractor, that
Yeah.
sucker.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
The old lucky dog.
Yeah.
The lucky dog got what, third?
I tell you what.
Where's the
Where is
lucky
he?
dog?
I'm proud of the lucky dog.
He's over there somewhere.
Okay.
That's just his whole life, isn't he?
Yeah,
Lucky
he's always
dog.
been lucky. There he is.
There he
Look
is.
at
Okay,
that
there he
guy.
is.
Look at him.
The old horseshoe. Well, guys, I mean, I'm so impressed. You guys are great people. You know, you came down here with, I don't know how many tractors, but quite a few. And just, it was just awesome. You guys supported this from the get-go, and I really appreciate it and believed in me. And
That's a hell of a track you guys had.
Yeah.
It was the best show I've ever been a part of.
What do you guys think about, though? Robbie, you've been pulling a long time. What's the most you've ever won a tractor pull?
Not this much.
I mean, not even close?
I think he won $6
not
grand
even
one time
remotely.
at Pullers Championship, but that was it.
Okay.
Honestly, we need to do like 8 of these a year.
8?
Yeah.
Uh-oh, now we're up in the game.
Holy
up in
cow.
the game now.
Jeez, I don't know if I could, my heart could
Honestly,
take that many.
that'd be good enough for me.
That'd be good enough for me. I don't know if I need 8. 6 would be fine for me.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be
Okay.
fine too.
6
that'll
is
work.
good. 6 is good.
So who would you guys like to thank here tonight, helping you get here?
I mean, I got to thank just my dad, my grandpa, my mom. I got just my wife at home, just all the guys at the shop, Troy Boy, just Ty, Boo Boo, Jim and Steve Weimer, Bob Nichols, Larry from ProFab, and these guys right here. They put on a hell of a show. I'm happy to be part of history.
And you are.
Definitely.
Big check time.
Big check. Are you ready for the big check?
I am ready for the big
Big
check.
Guys,
check time.
Everything's going above the dyno. That's for sure.
I'm really happy for you guys. You guys are great people. You work your tails off to do for the sport. And you do a lot of things. You know, just awesome. You know, you guys are great people and always fun to be around and always like to have a good time. And it's very impressive. And here we are making history in Farley, Iowa. $50,000. I mean, unheard of, and just can't wait to do it again.
I can't wait to do it again either. Next year, boys.
All right, Pro Stock champion here tonight. Let's give a nice round of applause. Esden Lepke.
And all of our champions, I need you to come up to the stage, please, with your big checks. All our champs, come on up to the stage, please, with the big check. Abby, where did you go? Dean Holicky, if you're still in here. He left, okay. There she is. Once again, make some noise, your Farley Nationals champions. Thank you guys for being such good sports and for your winnings tonight. Thank you to all of you for hanging out in the house with us tonight to celebrate our winners here.